Hello everyone, I'm the Canadian Gaming Penguin. On October 19th, 2021, the Dragon Quest X and Final Fantasy XIV collaboration event began. This event is called the Breaking Brick Mountains collaboration event. We are right outside the central Thanalin area, and we need to speak to Havoc Alvac here. As you can see, I don't have a quest marker above the NPC there. That's because I have already done this quest on my character here. In the last event, the seasonal event replay feature was introduced. That is the Final Fantasy XV collaboration event. And like with that, as you can see here, the seasonal event replay feature is also available for people who have already completed this event. If you've already started this event and you didn't finish it and you still have the quest, you can pick up right from where you left off. And if you haven't done this quest, you will have a quest, or if you haven't done this event, you will have a quest marker over Havoc Alvac, which you can find here. So anyway, I'm going to be playing through this again as the seasonal event replay, and as per usual, it'll also tell us that we haven't updated the dialogue quest, Square Enix. So you can ignore that. That was specifically for Final Fantasy XV. That was the first quest for that. That's kind of funny, because you can clearly see that's not the name of the, the quest. Anyways, so Breaking Brick Mountains, as you can see, this quest has already been completed and will not receive a reward. From this, I believe you get the helm thingy, not the King Slime helm, the other one, the weird looking one. I'll point it out when we come across it again. And I believe also you get the minion, which I can actually show because I do remember what it looks like. It's the Breaking Brick minion here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it's this one here. The Wind Up Brickman is the minion that you will get. And I suppose I could have it summoned, but we will summon it later once we're actually done the event as when you would normally see it. Anyway, so Havoc Alvac, an editorialist for the Mithril Eye in Ul'dah, has word of an opportunity for an intrepid adventurer. Of course, that means us. I'm Havoc Alvac, a self-studied student of sundry subjects, though I am best known perhaps for putting pen to parchment for popular paper, the Mithril Eye. In these times of trials and tribulations, a subject of singular strangeness has ensnared my senses, magical monstrosities, more commonly known as golems. But I speak now of no common creation of magecraft. No, these shambling servants of stone have no equivalent in all of Eorzea. Should these curious constructions contain ores of extraordinary origin, well, I can only imagine the influence it might exert over Uldah's economy. Amagina & Sons' mineral concern has come to a congruent conclusion, and its superiors seek a savvy adventurer to separate the facts from the fantastic. A representative of Amagina & Sons awaits outside Arzeneth ossuary. If exploring this enigma seems an entertaining endeavor, then I would wander over before this window of opportunity is wasted. And we get the Dragon Quest X kind of fancy quest accept there. And as you can see, we need to speak to the beefy businessman all the way over there. And if you're very lazy, you can take the Aetheryte shard and go to the Thaumaturge's Guild. Which, guess what? We're going to be lazy and do that. And I am going to look forward to the update to the UI for the Aetheryte shards when it comes to Endwalker. Right, so... oh, yes, and the Tuffy Peddler here will sell the King Slime crown, which we can obviously get here. And this is the one that I was saying isn't the one that you get from the quest. And you can't really tell right now, but it jiggles when you run around. Anyway, you know what? I know I have one somewhere. It's probably... really? I don't have one? Or is it removed because I didn't have it before? But anyway. Do we want to glamour this? Sure, we'll glamour this just for the sake of the event. There. Now we're event ready. Beefy businessman. Hey, don't sneak up on me like that! Are you trying to make me soil my breeches? You're here for the job, are ya? Well, I hope you have experience dismantling golems. We've been gathering reports some never-foreseen constructs would have been showing up all over the darn realm. Nary a soul knows what the creatures are made of, so Amagina and Sons means to be the first to take a pickaxe to this mystery motherlode. I need you to get out there, take apart on them shambling piles of bricks, and bring me back a good-sized chunk of the remaining rubble. What do you say, eh? Will you give it a shot? Well, I guess I will. Good, lass. I'll have a nice, refreshing reward for you when you get back. Yes, so participate in the Fate Brick by Brick, followed by the Fate Brick by Stone Brick, or Brick by Gold Brick to obtain Chunk of Brickman. And as you can see, you can't open the map. Yeah. You literally can't see that, and which is why they have all the Fate locations on the special website. Well, I mentioned in the other video that you would be able to see it on the map in, the game, but the only way you will see it on the map in the game is if you actually look at the fates and then mouse over which ones are which. I don't think there is any... Do they actually? Oh, yes. Okay, so here we can actually read here. I should have remembered this. So the Fate Brick by Brick, blah, 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 blah. You can see in one of the following locations: the Silda excavation site in central Thanalan, the South Blind Iron Mines in lower Lenosa, the east of Bronze Lake in upper Lenosa, Spirit Hold in the central Shroud, or the south of Finder's Bluff in the north Shroud. We are going to head over to central Thanalan, and depending on how busy it is, so that'll be over, central Thanalan will be over in this area here. And I'm only going to the central Thanalan one because that's basically the only one I remember. And fortunately, we can fly there. And let's see how many people are here. Not too many. So, now the waiting game. Conveniently, some player who's waiting here has the helm that I'm talking about, except they've dyed it the black color, and otherwise it is a really ugly yellow. That's my opinion anyways. You'll also see it on the pictures of the promotional kind of thingies for the event itself. So you'll see that Lollapal kind of in the yeah stance, if you can visualize what a yeah stance is. And apparently I scared Callie, my cat, who's sleeping behind me. Right, Callie? Meow meow. Meow meow. Oh yes, so the helm here you can see jiggles when you run around. And ironically, the only dragon... Well, I remember the slime thingy, but this was my first introduction to Dragon Quest itself. And the only Dragon Quest I've ever played is actually the new mobile game that's, well, at least it's available on iOS and whatnot, because I've been playing it on my iPad. And that is the Adventures of Dai, mobile game. Because of the 2020 anime that was introduced, which was my first introduction to the anime as well. So, there you go. There be dragons here! Just keep waiting, what do? We wait. Well, while we're waiting, also a reminder that the Moogle Treasure Trove, the Hunt for Lore event, has started as well. It started also on October 19th and will continue on until patch 6.0, aka the release of Endwalker, unlike with the Breaking Brick Mountains collaboration event, will end on November 11th, 2021. And note the time zones. I don't remember it being this slow. Wow. It has been like 10 minutes now. Maybe less. I don't know. It's definitely been 5 minutes anyway, because I think my Chocobo's timer was at 51 minutes. Now it's at 45. So, guess that will be my timer. How long does it take until the fate starts? Well, how long has my Chocobo been out? Just keep waiting, just keep waiting. What do? We wait, wait, wait. It seems that the waiting game is longer than the event itself. Because I think we're pushing 15 minutes now. And there is a lot more people now waiting around. That looks really cool. I'm pretty sure a full Eorzean day is gonna pass before this fate actually spawns. Jeez. And the sad part is that once it spawns, there's gonna be so many people waiting around that the fate is gonna die super fast. So even if you see it spawn and you're not already here, and if you can't fly, by the time you get here, the fate will be done. And then there's the fate right after that, because it's a chain event. Which means if you end up getting the second fate, you're still gonna have to wait around for the first one, because you need it in that order. Which is why it's participate in the fate brick by brick, followed by the fate brick by stone brick, or brick by gold brick. And it'll depend on which location you're at, which one it'll be. And just looking at the timer for my recording, which I just stopped and started a new one, we were at 33 minutes, and I had about a 2 to 3 minute introduction because I stumbled over stuff and I had to set up the G pose and all that stuff. And then we went over here after a few minutes, so we're definitely at the 20-minute range. And it's moments of like these that I wonder if there's like errors with the fate or the event, and that did the event even start? Is the fate supposed to be here? Because now we're looking at, let's see, what, 25-ish minutes? Yeah, we're looking at 25 minutes of waiting now. Now, it could have been that the fates just finished before I got to this area, which is a possibility, which would mean there would be a timer delay for me to start it, because it would have just started the timer for the event, and this isn't the right one, but we might as well do this one because why not? We're switching you to that though. Be waiting for a while for a fate that's going to last for a very, very, very short amount of time. Do note that you do want to be able to avoid the areas of effect, or AoE, from the fates, because there's quite a few of them, and they're pretty big. And we finally got our event here. So as you can see, we have a whole bunch of earthen brickmen. And I'll be nice and not kill them. Once this fate is done, we will see a very big earth bricky golem thing. I have great description skills. And you can see why I switched my Chocobo to healing, because that gives other people the chance to actually be able to participate. And that fate is complete, and this next one will start right away. And this noise, as you can hear, is a boss fate, which is why it's a little more precarious. Hopefully nobody gets too injured. And you can see We are almost on this fate, and it's been up for about, what, 15 seconds, and we're done. So as I said, the waiting game is a heck of a lot longer than the actual fate itself. So now we need to speak with the beefy businessman back in Ulda. And I feel sorry for anybody who wasn't standing over there, because if they didn't get to participate just now, they're going to be waiting for some time. And we're not going to take the Aethernet shard this time. We're just going to run there. And use our fancy little dancer thing. What is it called? En avant. Or whatever. And there's Ayatollah and Moogle. Right outside the sweeping pig area. Okay, that looks ridiculously cute. Okay, moving on, moving on. Not distracting. Nope, no distractions. It's already taken longer to record this than I wanted it to be. Not that you guys will know, because it's going to be edited down. I want to get more farming my Moogles. So, you can see a whole bunch of ladies in the pink suits here. Those are NPCs, for the record. And they're supposed to look suggestive. Just saying. Have you taken a sample of one of them? Now let's try to find your voice again. Have you taken a sample of one of them odd golems? Brickman Chunk, a hefty piece of rubble salvaged from the remains of a mysterious golem. Ooh, now ain't that special? That luster? That shine? Can ya smell it? 'Tis a scent of profit, my friend. That's some fine work you did, adventurer. Very fine indeed. Now, just as I promised you, I've prepared a payment you're sure to enjoy. Well, sort of. Ah, and that's the helmet that we get as the quest reward, if you haven't done the quest already. Event already. Don't be shy now, lass. We all need a bit of pampering from time to time. Oh, bonjour, my lovely. As I said before, can we interest you in the, how can I say, puff puff? No. This way, we show you a good time. Not that I actually know the French. I will not hurt, I promise. Or it will not hurt, I promise. And we're just gonna remain silent because just, yeah. Oh wait, just relax. No thank you. That's the only thing that I don't like about this event, is the very suggestiveness of this. You will have twice the fun with the eyes closed. I'd rather just run away right now. Thank you. Brace yourselves. Here it comes. Puff, puff. Puff, 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 puff. Have you ever felt so warm and soft? Just relax and enjoy. Puff, 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 puff. Then you get in the face of that. Feels good, doesn't it? We sometimes indulge in a bit of the puff puff ourselves. Me thanks again for your cooperation, lass. There's a little something extra, what ain't so fleeting. Or freaky. Au revoir! I mean, 'twas good meeting ya. Look forward to doing business with ya again sometime. Ah, the adventurer! You were triumphant in your tussle against the towering titans, I trust? As it so happens, I have been hired by Imagina and Sons to craft an account of the aforementioned anomaly. I'd best begin before the focus on these fantastical foes falls out of fashion. My remuneration is promised to be most refreshing and perhaps a touch risque. I fear I haven't an inkling as to what is implied, but I shall look forward to it nonetheless. You have fun with that. Yeah. Admittedly, this is not one of my more favorite events because of the suggestiveness of it, but To each their own. So, you have the king slime here, and sometimes I wish I could strap my stuff alongside the lasses, but then I remember I'm a serious businessman, he says with this really weird thing on his head. Anyway, we are going to find my glamour dresser because I'm pretty- or armoire thing, because I'm pretty sure that's where my, event stuff is. Apart from the minion, which I will summon as well. And we're just going to- oh, I can't go in there. I'm not part of the Immortal Flames anymore. I knew that. Okay. Innkeeper, where are you? Innkeep, rather. Innkeep, hello. Yes, I would like to retire to a room. And if we look in the armoire here, we can look through the seasonal gear, which is probably super old. So it's going to be in one of the old ones. Yes, so the Thug's Mug is the one that I was talking about here. And you can see this is how it looks with it out being dyed. And then obviously we have the dye options as well. And we saw earlier there was the player with it, the black dye or whatever. So if we zoom in and whatnot, did that. Or we could get it into a nice blue that would somewhat match our outfit here. Let's see, is there a blue dye that we could use? Maybe not. Anyway, yeah, so it is also dyeable as well, and I'm pretty sure this one isn't because, well, it's supposed to look like that, so yeah. And then, as I said, we have the minion as well, so I will go ahead and summon that, and that is the only rewards for the event itself. Hold that thought. We will enter the G- oops, not take a screenshot, we'll enter G-pose, and then I can swap to this so we can get a better view of it, and we'll just light it up a little bit. I just want my- there's minion. There we go. You can hide me. So, I do actually like the design of this one. It is actually very cartoony and cute, which makes sense for the Dragon Quest thing. And I don't think it does anything special. Let's see. Other than just like wander around like that. Do you do anything? No, I guess you do that too. Anyways, that is basically it for this event, as you saw and will sort of see because it will be edited. The waiting for the fate is probably the most problematic issue. You could teleport to the various areas, and do make note of where those areas are on the special site. I will have the link in the description below. And while I'm talking right now, I may also show screenshots of those locations so that you have a better idea of where to find them. So you could teleport around to try to see where the fate is up, but as I noted, the fates won't last long, so you may just want to pick a spot and just wait. And wait. And wait some more! Anyways, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching!